Hey guys, I'm here with the Element Trailwalker, and I'm sure you can read the thumbnail there. I patinaed it, I guess you can call it. Give it that old school rusty look. Sorry about the airplane noise. I got it running on a 2S lipo. It's a 3200 50C lipo, and I normally run on 3S, but today I wanted to try 2S, which gives it a lot of slow speed control. Runs great on 2 and 3S. I can't decide which one I like it better with. I guess if I was crawling, I'd probably do 3S on rocks and stuff to give it that extra punch. But down here in the woods, it's running great now on 2S. I can't complain. So we're going to shoot a little video of this thing running. Let me get your thoughts. I'm sure if you guys looked at my older videos, you've seen this thing in this new look. I finally decided to sand it down today. And let me know if you like the job I did on it. I gave it like a, like a rusty look. I really like that. I made some places on the door there. I like how it looks like two-tone. So that looks like either the first layer of paint or just rust. And then beside it, it's a little bit lighter, then it gets into the darker black. So it looks like the paint's layered. So it's very cool looking how that turned out. I'm pretty satisfied with that. And I made sure the both sides are a little bit different from each other. So I tried to make it look, fairly realistic. Like if the bed got used and scratched up, I put some scratches in it and try to make it look a little bit worn and broken in. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and let me know if you like it, if I done good. Because there's no going back, really. I guess I could paint it, but got all the decals on, and I'm not planning on painting it again. So it is what it is. It's going to look like this from now on. I really like it. It looks really good out here in the sun, and it just looks like an old beater-up truck. I just love that look. And it's such a great RC. It's becoming probably my smoothest and favorite RC that I own, right next to my TRX4. And this is definitely smoother than a stock TRX4 with the 5-slot motor, the 540 5-slot motor. It's way smoother than the 12-turn or whatever, the 20-turn Traxxas motor. I'll give them that. It's got a lot more slow speed control. Now I have the Axe 540 can system in my Traxxas, so that's as smooth as it gets for me. But this is right next to it. I mean, for a brush system, it's amazing. I mean, I can go so slow. I mean, it's just, the control is just great. And it's got just enough punch, especially on 2S. Just enough to do some good trailing. 3S, it is pretty quick, actually. I'd like to crawl with 2S and see how it does. I know it's doing great down here. I wasn't going to shoot a video of this today, but once I seen it and started driving on 2S, I just wanted you guys to see it. And definitely wanted to get your opinion on, how I made it look now. It looks completely different than it did before. It looked like a brand new truck before. Now it looks like a brand new older truck. And I do have the Fly Sky GT5 hooked up to it. And I love these one-hand controls, these thumbsticks. Get those on Amazon. They're only $10. They're aluminum. And they'll fit. You can adjust them. They'll fit almost every RC controller out there. And for $10, you can't beat it. It's aluminum. I'm paying $10 and $15 for the plastic ones. So I found these on Amazon, and I haven't went back. Man, such great control this thing's got. Let me get my lights turned. I do have my lights on a switch. There we go. I love the tail lights on it. It looks so real. I made it look like that. It doesn't even come with light buckets or anything. I just put the LEDs right behind where the lights are. I mean, where the light stickers are, decals, or whatever they are. And it just worked out perfect. It looks real. I have yet to see anybody else do that with theirs. I'm not saying that they haven't, but I encourage anybody to fix their RCs up any way they want. But yeah, this is the first time I've seen anybody do that with any kind of LEDs. Especially not having a light bucket at all, and it was just being, it's just like a sticker, but the color just bleeds right through and makes it look real, like the real red lights do on a vehicle, especially at nighttime. It glows just nice. And of course, the very front, I added the two more LEDs to it, so it's got 4 LED lights. It had the light buckets there, so it had the smaller, I had to buy the smaller LED lights. It's got the full size LEDs for the headlights, and then for the smaller ones beside it, I guess it's supposed to replicate a low beam or something, or fog lights. It's a smaller LED. And man, they're bright at night. It looks so good. I was going to get a top light bar, but these are so bright at night. It looks so good. I just decided to leave it alone. I like the way this RC looks. Just nice. It's kind of plain and stuff. I just really love that look. I don't want to overdo it. And I did add the rear bumper to this. I think this truck needs a rear bumper. I didn't think it looked right without one. And plus, I like to pull stuff with it. And I had to modify this one to get it to work. And I think I did a pretty good job. It looks okay. Especially since they don't make one that fits it just right. It is an Element brand bumper. Both the front and the rear I bought from Element. This thing began as a Trailwalker, the white SUV. It had 1.55 general grabber tires. And it was too low for my liking. It was hitting every stick and getting stuck on everything down here. Probably just fine for some certain crawling and certain trails. But when I got all this brush, it just was catching on everything. So I wanted 1.9s. And in order to do that, I got them, but then they started scrubbing really bad with that body. So I had to get a different body. This body's made for 1.9s. That's why I went with it, and I love the way it looks. So it ended up working out really good for me. Then I added the winch on the front there, as you can see. And this seems to work fine. I haven't had the luxury of just using it. I've tested it out plenty of times, but I haven't had no reason to really use it. I haven't had this thing out in the rocks yet. Yeah, it's running so smooth, so quiet. If you look at my channel, I did a first-person view with a GoPro mounted to the very, very top of this thing. And I think it turned out pretty good. If you want to, check out that video. I believe you guys would enjoy it if you haven't already watched it. This one was an excellent RC to do that with because it's so quiet. It just runs so smooth. Just running over everything down here with no problem at all. We'll do one more little crawling demonstration with it here. That slow speed control is so nice. And see, what's different about mine and a regular Trailwalker is I have the IFS system, the independent front suspension system on it. Right there. I really like that. It gives it a look of realism when the way it moves, and the way it crawls, the way it drives, the way it steers. It steers sharper, more. You get more steering angle on it. it's just a different experience driving it. And I really, really love it for that reason. Oh, I'm hung up on something. There we go. That's some thick stuff right there. All right, guys, if you liked the video, please hit that like button. And as always, guys, thanks for everything.